So today I'm going to be teaching y'all how to bump fire. It's pretty easy once you get the hang of it. It just takes practice and kind of getting used to muscle memory, how to get used to the recoil and going from there really. This is the rifle I did my first video with. It's a Romanian Wasser 1063. All firearms were safety checked before filming, and they will be checked during, just to be on the safe side. But what you want to do is, a lot of people will go through the trigger guard and hook onto their belt loop, and they'll fire from the hip like this. Works all well and dandy. It's a great way to start out. But if you want to shoot from the shoulder, it's pretty easy. What you want to do is you want to bring the rifle forwards a little bit to where the stock is a couple of inches from your shoulder. Good rule of thumb is keep it kind of floating around your cheek a little bit. Just keep it away from your cheekbone, because if it pops you there, it's not going to feel good. And then what you want to do is you want to get your trigger finger and you want to lock it at an angle just like that. And you want to move it into the trigger guard. And you want to keep it all the way forwards, up as far forward as it's going to go. You want to point your rifle at wherever you're shooting. Do not do this at a range. You will not get kicked out faster. The only thing they'll kick you out faster for is probably shooting somebody. Don't do this pretty much anywhere unless you've got miles of nothing, to be honest, because you're just going to spray and pray. But once you get your trigger finger locked in there, you can balance the rifle between your two hands. Grip it firmly, get a good purchase on it, on your forend, because that's how you're controlling everything. Keep your finger locked in place and balance the rear of the rifle on it. Then what you want to do is keep your face off of your line of sights. Don't keep it here. Like I said, keep the stock out. Move your head back just a little bit because it's going to be bouncing around. You don't want to get popped in the face. What you want to do is you want to slide the rifle forwards, and it's going to pull the trigger. Now what it's going to do is, anybody who shot a gun will know, it's going to recoil back. This is where the practice comes in. What you want to do is, you want to control the recoil with your left arm, and you want to keep your right arm steady. Now a good way to do that is, get your arm, lock it in to your chest. Anybody who's done boxing, you know, you want to lock it in and kind of tuck in a little bit like that. Kind of the same principle. You want to lock your arm in, get it really, really stiff, and then the rifle is going to be bouncing back and forth, and you can hear the trigger. It's just going to do that really, really fast. You can also do it with an AR. I have done it with this one. Same thing. It's going to feel a lot different because AKs have such a far travel in their trigger. ARs, very short travel. It's like half the length. But same thing. Slide it forwards, and it's just going to rock back and forth. Since your trigger travel is so much shorter in an AR platform than it is an AK, you can bump fire these with practice a crap ton faster. You can zip through a 30 round mag like 10 seconds. I mean, it's about the same rate of full auto. It is nowhere near controllable, but it's a heck of a lot cheaper than an FRT or a binary trigger or anything like that. I haven't done it, but I have seen people do it with pistols. It's my carry gun, a Taurus PT1911. And kind of the same principle. I wouldn't want to do it with a 45 like this just because it's going to be uncontrollable and it's just not safe. None of this is safe to begin with, but this is stupid. I would do it with something more along the lines of a 9mm, preferably a full size. I don't have a full size. A 22 would be good. This is my Glock 44, my Taurus G3C. Love this thing. But same principle applies. You want to get a really, really good grip with your pistol with your right hand, and you want to keep your trigger finger off, just like you're drawing and putting on target or something like that. You want to keep your finger off the trigger, and you want to use your left finger as your trigger finger. And what you do is, same thing, you lock it, and you put it in the pistol, and then just like when you're gripping the gun, you're pushing with your right and you're pulling with your left to lock the pistol in. You're doing that, but with your finger on the trigger, and it's going to pull the trigger, and then recoil is going to make the gun go back, and it's going to go forwards, and empty a 17 round mag and a Glock 17 in a couple seconds. It's amazing. But like I said, it's really fun. It's wasteful on ammo. I wouldn't recommend doing it, honestly, because it's addicting, because it's so much fun, and you'll just burn through 500 rounds in 10 minutes. But it's great to show off your buddies with and everything. Again, do it safely. I'd just do it if you've got a really good berm, if you're shooting in a quarry, woods, whatever, up against a mountain. Just use your head, guys, and be safe. Y'all take care and have a good one.